Hey y'all, this here is Big Country with Big Country Survival, and I'm going to be going over my bug out bag, get home bag. For me, they're both kind of the same, just for the bug out bag, I add a few things on into the rig. I'm going to be going over the toolkit specifically. For the sake of brevity. And now let's get started. Here is one of the lights that I carry. It's a cheapy but pretty handy little idea. I have no idea what brand it is, and I have no idea where it was purchased. It was actually a Christmas gift. Has a little magnet there. Lots of uses for a magnet. If you don't have a compass, make me one. A rudimentary compass anyway. But anyway, so it just flips over on your shirt or something of that nature. You can hands-free it. Got regular light, and then strobe, high visibility, which would be good, in a situation where you were trying to be found, such as broke down on the side of the road. Okay, anyway, on to the next one. I have a glasses repair kit. You can pick up at pretty much anywhere. I wear glasses, so it's good to have the tools to work on them, and extra screws, things like that, so you're not stuck trying to hold your glasses together with super glue and duct tape. I've done it before. Glasses kit works better. Alright, so I have here HME folding handsaw. I have used this. It does pretty decent for a little folding little handsaw. It does pretty good. Not the greatest, but it will get you through. It does probably about as well as any of the other folding handsaws do. Alright, this is probably the most expensive item in my toolkit. This is a buck knife, buck belt hunting knife with gut hook. Alright, and this is just kind of in my toolkit, but kind of not, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I just decided I would throw it on there. It's a tool, but I have a specific pouch for my toolkit right there. Yeah, this bag actually is a German Mountain rucksack. I swear by these things and their durability, water resistance, especially this here canvas on here isn't rubberized, but the top and the bottom and the top and bottom of this, the top of this is all rubberized on the inside and outside for the bottom there. And for the sides, just get you a can of the spray canvas waterproofer, and it does well without that, but just for a little added protection. I will do a review on that if I get some comments in the section below asking about it. Okay, on to the next tool. It's the multi-tool. It's a Gerber diesel. This thing has seen a lot of use. One hand opening, a bunch of different tools on it. I actually took that out, that little nub that you see where it's a little shorter, with a grinder. But that was accidental, but it still works just fine for what I need it to. So it stays. Okay. This here is a Stanley ratchet screwdriver. The inside here, if I can get it one hand open, I've got a bunch of different bits that all fit up in here. You know, it's handy. It's handy to have. You know, because it's easier to use a screwdriver than the screwdriver on a multi-tool. And I might need to use another tool in tandem that's on a multi-tool with this. So that's why I have a multi-tool and a screwdriver. I mean, multi-tool, it's got a bunch of different tools, so it's supposed to take the place of all these, but they don't do the best job. And in a bug out situation, that multi-tool kind of becomes an EDC, goes onto my person, where my bug out bag would not necessarily go all the time. Okay, and this is a pry bar. I don't know if there ever was a name brand for it. I actually bought it at an Amish flea market. In a used tool bin, which flea markets are a great place to get good old tools if you know what you're looking for. And I think I picked this thing up for like $1. It's a little small pry bar, but there's a lot of uses for a pry bar in the woods and in a more urban environment. Okay, I've got my vice grips. I thought about a crescent wrench instead, but you could use vice grips for the same thing as you would a wrench. It's not the best, but you can also do a lot more with this than you can a wrench. Now, this here, I've got a little knife sharpener here. I can get it to, it just screws down like this, and out slides the sharpener. And you can tighten that back down. And boom, got a knife sharpener. Got this nice little groove here for your serrations. That's part of why I got it, is for your serrations. It does alright. I mean, it's no Ozark stone, but you know, Ozark stone's a lot more weight than I really want to add. Yeah, it's like this is my get me through kind of. It's like with this bottle of WD-40, which is also in my toolkit. I've got the straw still. I haven't used this bottle. It stays in the bug out bag. And this thing is multi-purpose. If you haven't figured out, there is a theme with my stuff. It's all pretty much multi-purpose. You know, this WD-40, I mean, you can read there. You know, pause it, read it if you want. I use it to clean firearms. I use it for everything that normal people use it. I use it for my hands. My hands get aching, sore, stiff. I'm just working with them all day. I mean, I take a little bit of WD-40 and I rub into them things. That is not FDA approved. And it might cause cancer. I don't know. But all I know is it works. And, you know, in a pinch, when you need to use your hands and you're sore and aching in your muscles and joints, I mean, it's just a joint, you know, just a bunch of little joints. That's what it does. It loosens and lubricates joints. So it makes sense if you don't think about it. But multi-purpose. I mean, there's a whole laundry list of things that I can go on about WD-40. Fire starter, just everything. Okay. This here, now we're getting to the bigger stuff. And these are my last two items in my toolkit, and this is not necessarily part of the toolkit. It obviously doesn't fit in that, but it fits down in between there, and then my next tool fits down in between this one. And this is just SOG machete with a saw blade on the back. It would be pretty good defensively. I mean, it's not the biggest, not the best, but something small that I can carry easily in my bug out bag. I've got a little skull crusher, tent stake driver, hammer deal on that, and it'll get the job done. Chop down small brush, things like that. And now probably the heaviest thing in my Get Home bag setup is a good hatchet. It's an East Wing hatchet. Has a lifetime warranty, not the bug out bag situation, end of the world as we know it. Teowaki. It's not gonna really matter a whole lot, but I like it. It's a little heavier, a little on the heavier side. I could have used a tomahawk, but I like to have that little bit of extra weight because you can use this as a defensive tool in a pinch. I mean, this will do the same thing that a tomahawk does pretty much, and a tomahawk is not as good at chopping down and cutting up larger bits of firewood. It's just not. It's not really designed for that as much as this, which this one, the steel goes clear down to the end, and this is just leather, laminated bands of laminated leather, kind of like on the old K-bars, and I mean, it's held up really well. I've had this for years and years and put it through a lot of abuse, and it hasn't started pulling apart. I mean, there's some of the stuff is cracking, but you know what? It will work. Worst case scenario, I got a roll of duct tape in the bug out bag. I just wrap that around there, Anyway, that's my toolkit. If you guys would like to see any more videos on toolkits, I don't know, I might just do them anyway. But I can go through pretty much all of this. Different kits, various kits that are within this, med kit, the whole 9 yards. But anyway, that's it. I won't keep you guys anymore. This here is Big Country. Hit like and subscribe if you like the video. God bless. I'm out.